How do you prepare for them in a different setting?
Well, I mean, the only thing that really changes is the crowd. So, and luckily, I tend to not let the crowd get at me at TIW, and I'm doing a pretty good job of not letting it get to me here. But in terms of getting prepared with a different area, different venue, nothing changes. I just gotta be ready. Take my vitamins, eat my greens. I think that's what he says. I don't remember, but I just gotta always what I make sure to check is my environment, see what's around, because we're wrestling, but it's you can always make use of everything. Sometimes you gotta, if you want to beat those bigger guys or win, do whatever it takes.
So it seems like Tyler Vincent and High Voltage Omar, they're getting pretty big pushes in your championship wrestling. How does someone like Scotty Aero get to that level?
Well, hopefully the crowd gets behind me, which love me or hate me, I do what I do. But in the end, I don't really, I'm there to do what I do. I'm there to just wrestle. And, that's what I go there for. So if I get pushed, I get pushed. If I don't, I don't. I'm there to, as stupid as it sounds, I'm there to have fun. I have fun what I do. So.
What made you get into wrestling to begin with?
Something like 2006. I went to my cousin's house and he was watching, I think it was Bad Blood. I don't know if it was 2006, 2005, whatever it was. It was whatever year that Triple H wrestled Shawn Michaels at Bad Blood. I think it was either Hell in a Cell or I think it was Hell in a Cell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the first show I watched, and then I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I just kept on watching it. Then I did the thing that every kid does. I put a ring in my. Well, I didn't put a ring in my backyard. I built a ring out of random stuff, tires, pallets, plywood, some padding, and just me and a bunch of my friends messed around for a while, and then 2009 came. 2008, 2009, I started training. I started training in I think 2007 or 2008.
Was that at TIW?
What was that?
Was that at TIW?
No, they weren't around yet. I was back at. I trained a couple places. Trained with JP Black for a bit. I trained at this place. I think it was HVWA. That was the same place where JP Black was, but it was with another fella. I can't quite remember his name. And that was all with CJ Evan, CJ Scott, and Damon Ravage from wrestler names. But I started training with them because they were the ones that got me into it. And so I trained with them. I trained with over at IYFW for a bit. And then I got into wrestling. I wrestled at Slam a bit, and then I took off for a while and stopped wrestling for a couple of years. I think it was I think I had my matches in 2000. I can't remember dates. I think I stopped wrestling for a while from 2010 till I think when TIW picked up. So 6 years, I think.
What made you get back into it?
They told me they were starting up again. CJ told me, he was like, well, actually, me and Evan, I don't know what you want me to use. If you want me to use their wrestler names or real names, but
whatever you want.
Me and Evan we hung out. We've been best friends forever, and then he was like, "Hey, I think CJ's gonna start Indie Fed," and then CJ ended up buying a ring, and ironically, it was a ring that I was gonna buy as well, but he got the deal, so I was like, oh, whatever, because I don't know what I really would have done with it, so it's for the better. I would have just had it to have set up and I don't know if I would have had time with my job to do my own Fed or whatnot, or the drive and money. But so he said he was starting up, and I was like, cool, I'm down for sure. And that's TIW.
So with New York Championship Wrestling, there's a lot of established guys on the independent scene, and there's a lot of new guys that are just graduating TIW and coming up. So you're kind of like the in between, right? Like you've had your training, but so have you wanted to train the younger guys?
What was that?
Have you ever wanted to be a trainer?
Yeah, I mean, I did a bit. I've gone to TIW. I filled in one time to help train. I have a lot. I mean, I would train. I know how to do everything fine and stuff, but I do bring a different aspect to it because I think a lot differently sometimes when it comes to wrestling. And more, you have a lot of traditional people, and then you have a lot of people that break like traditional. Like you have CJ, and he's very, very, very good, very well-rounded, knows the ins and outs of everything. And then you have people that are more new age that are up to snuff with the, indie scene nowadays with like feds like Beyond and Limitless and all these younger style feds with a lot more what's the word, spots and action. And I can be a mix of both, so it's, I can help out in ways and stuff. Like I liked when I went there and helped out for the night. I put some different ideas in their heads and let them talk a lot and figure it out as well and shot back ideas. And so in terms of giving them like straight up wrestling ability and whatnot, I can do the basic stuff, but I like talking a lot more with about our ideas and gimmicks and then from there even spots and cool ways to work things in. So I would do it. I would be a trainer if I had the time for it.
And besides New York Championship Wrestling, where else can fans see Scotty Aero?
Well, right now that's going to be it for now. I don't get to really wrestle a lot because I'm blessed with a very, very good job. So at TIW, I just finished up for however long. I don't know. My schedule of work doesn't mix well with TIW. I've been taking off vacation time for it, but I can't. I don't want to take it off. I want to enjoy my vacation time.
Yeah.
Not that I don't enjoy going to TIW. It's just I don't want to. It's a lot of time to take off every Saturday, once a month, every Saturday, 4 hours. That's 40 something hours of vacation time.
Right.
So, and I'll be at NYCW as long as up until July or something. I think the second because every second Saturday works for my schedule up until then. I think, or July or August, but that depends how it goes because I might take off time for NYCW if it's only a couple days because it's only a couple weeks a couple months that doesn't mesh with my schedule. So that's a lot easier to take off and stay with Fed than taking off a whole year. Well, every day, every week, and every Saturday that I would have to. So I might try to venture out and wrestle somewhere else, but I usually don't wanna. I usually after work and stuff I'm neat. I like the schedule of once a month at NYCW, or how it was before TIW and NYCW. I don't like to travel too far, so.
And what's your ultimate goal in wrestling?
I guess I don't know if I exactly have one right now. I mean, I do it to hang out and wrestle. So I don't. I mean, I told myself before I didn't want to. I stopped before because I wasn't gonna try to be anything. I didn't want to go to WWE. I didn't want to work out all the time and get really big and stuff like that, or so I was just like, I might as well not try if I'm not going for the best. And And then when CJ came to me and told me, hey, we're going to start a TIW, you in? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it because I like wrestling. I had a lot of fun doing it. So, I did it. And then, so I don't really know if I have a goal in the end right now, but I'm going to stick with it for a while. It's hard because it's wrestling's dangerous. I mean, even if you know what you're doing, shit can happen. Then you can have, and this isn't like WWE where you have, people get hurt there. They have a whole, backup and shit like that. Right. Tyson Kidd gets hurt. He has a new, I'm sure he gets paid. He still works there. He's, I think, a producer or something. I don't know. They're covered. We're here. We got a lot of people that are doing this, that are risking their life and limb, and their backup job is working at, fucking, excuse my French, I don't know if working at, for example, some people just have part-time jobs. They, work call centers, work at McDonald's, work at department stores, and if they get hurt, they ain't got a real backup for it,
Yeah.
So it's, I don't want to do it too long because I don't want to, I know what I'm doing, and I'm confident in what I'm doing, but there's always a chance I can just land wrong and slip a disc or do something bad. And, I want to minimize that risk by not doing it as long. So I do want to try to wrap it up sometime in the next couple of years, but who knows? And it's hard to kick it.
So with your schedule being hectic with work, if somebody did want to contact you to book you for a show, how do they get in touch with you?
They probably do. I mean, I have a page on Facebook, but I barely use it. I would say just contact me on Facebook. I get the messages still, so contact me. Scotty Aero's page is probably the best. I'll probably update it soon because I was pretty good at it, and then I just stopped. But I was updating it every month, and now I haven't done it in a while, so I'll probably update it, and then that's about it. Facebook, either way, Scotty Aero or Scott DeVoe.
And let's say a fan wants to learn more about Scotty Aero. Is there a webpage you have set up or Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I mean, I think I had it, but I don't use it. I'm not very, because I wasn't trying to get, go far. I wasn't trying to set up. I used to, back in 2009, I had everything, but now I just have Facebook, so it'll be just the Scotty Aero Facebook.
And coming up, we have NYCW's season's beatings on December 15th. Do you know who you're going to be facing at that card?
I think they had it on the event page. I thought it was let me think. I think it's a tag match for 4-on-4, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly. I think the only two names I remember is me and then me and my team or whatever, and Dante Dio on that team. So
gotcha.
Scotty Aero and friends versus Dio and friends.
All right. Well, Scotty, thank you so much for your time. Do you have any final thoughts for the listeners?
No, I wish I had something corny to say, but I keep doing what you do. Listen to this podcast. Thank you for having me. Enjoy wrestling. It's there for people to enjoy. Love me or hate me. I do it for the fans, and for myself. I'm greedy as well. I like doing it. But, thank you.
There you have it, folks. Scotty Aero. We're excited to see how he progresses in New York Championship Wrestling. Hopefully we'll see him in any tag, in world title picture coming up soon in New York Championship Wrestling. I know they were thinking of starting the world title tournament after the first of the year, probably closer to spring, I believe. We heard from Johnny Patches back on the show a couple weeks ago. One thing I want to announce, we are looking for correspondence. Last night, unfortunately, we weren't able to make it to Immortal Championship Wrestling's debut card, Return of the King, Mike King, his first card after his split with Chris Envy of the Dynasty. Very sad that we couldn't make it. So if there's any fans out there that did make it to the show, and to any wrestling show in the area, and any wrestling